This time on Camp Outside, we review the Abu Garcia Vengence spinning rod. Check it out. Hey guys, I'm Kevin with Camp Outside, your inside source for all things outside. Today we're doing a review of the Abu Garcia Vengence spinning rod. And guys, I love this rod as a budget spinning rod, right? So a lot of the rods that I fish with are, a little bit more expensive. They're anywhere between $150 and $200. This rod comes in right around $60 MSRP. So this is a lot less expensive than the rods I normally fish. And guys, I have to say, I am super impressed with this rod. I really, really like it, especially for my use. Before I get into it though, let me give you some specs. So these rods come in medium, medium light, and medium heavy. There are one-piece and two-piece versions of this rod. This one is a two-piece rod. This one is a medium. And then the rod lengths are 6'6", 6'9", and 7. And I don't think you can get every combination right. So I think the 6'9" is just the medium light, but you can probably get the medium and medium heavy in both 6.5 and 7 feet. As I said, this is a two-piece rod, and so it comes apart. And some rods, the top piece goes inside the bottom piece, and some rods, the top piece goes over the outside of the bottom piece, and that's how it is with this rod. I do think that two-piece rods do compromise a little bit in sensitivity, but in this case and for this price, I'm pretty surprised at how sensitive this rod is. I was really impressed with it when I was messing around with it. I haven't caught any fish on this yet, but you'll see in the video, I did some casting tests, which we're gonna get to in a second. And as I was messing around with this rod, I was running my bait over a submerged log, and every time my bait hit that submerged log, my heart skipped a beat because I thought, oh man, I just got a fish, even though I knew that log was there, right? But very sensitive. I mean, you could feel the bait in the water, and I was really impressed with that. This rod has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then a tip. 7 guides and a tip for 8 total guides. It has a hook keep right there, and then I love the reel seat. Very, very comfortable in the hand. It is a split grip. Love these reel seats from Abu Garcia. The ergonomically designed, is that right? Ergonomically designed reel seats where they're really comfortable. They really fit your hand really well. I'm really, really impressed with this rod. So let's get right into the testing. Here we go. All right, guys, we are at the Alafia River in Riverview, Florida. I'm fishing off my friend Chris and Kathy's dock just to do this rod review. So this is the Abu Garcia Vengence. Again, it's a two-piece rod, 6.5 feet. And guys, I really like this rod. It's a fantastic budget rod, but let's see how it casts. So I've got a boat behind me, so I can't just rear back and let her fly like I normally do. But that kind of simulates if I'm fishing, if I'm bank fishing, I got trees behind me and that kind of stuff. So this is actually a really good test. Can I get decent distance even with, objects behind me? And the answer is yes, guys. I mean, I'm getting great casting distance with just little flicks. Love it. Let me turn the camera around and you can see the rod in action. All right, guys, here we go. It's hard to get the whole rod on camera, but hopefully you can see it. I'm gonna go ahead and reel this in and then we'll do another cast. Line goes through the guides pretty smooth. All right. there you have it. An Abu Garcia Vengence. Hopefully one day I'm going to get video footage of me landing a fish on this rod. But I feel that way about all my rods. So as you can see, guys, I really enjoyed this rod, and I have this rod paired up with the Abu Garcia Max Pro 30 spinning reel, which is a fantastic spinning reel. If you want to check out the review of that reel, guys, I'll put a link right up here where you can check that out. Great reel, great budget reel for a great budget rod. And just to let you know, guys, this one is for, you know, like I said, it's a 6.5 foot medium, and it's for 1/4 to 5/8 ounce lures and 6 to 12 pound line. So just to give you an idea. But you can go on Abu Garcia's website and check out the specs on this. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put an affiliate link below where you can pick up one of these rods, guys. If you use my link to purchase, it doesn't cost you anything extra, but it's a great way to support Kemp Outside, as I get a little commission on the sale, and I greatly appreciate it. But I'm going to put a link down where you can pick this up. As I said before, they do have one-piece versions of this rod, so if you're looking for a one-piece, you can get it. The reason I chose a two-piece rod is because these are going to be rods for my camper. So I'm going to keep 4 rods and 4 reels in my camper at all times so that I don't have to load fishing gear and unload fishing gear when I want to take my camper camping. I'm going to have dedicated rods and reels in my camper at all times, so I don't have to worry about it. And this is one of the rods that's going in my camper. So for ease of storage, you know, taking it apart, you know, zip tying them together, throwing them in a PVC tube or some kind of protective tube is a great way to take a fishing rod so that you know, you can fish with it when you want to, but you're not breaking it in storage or trying to figure out how to store it where it doesn't break. A few more specs on the Abu Garcia Vengence, guys, is that it is a 24-ton blank. Not as heavy as like the Vendetta, which is the next step up. And guys, I'm going to do a review on the Vendetta rod. So if you want to see that, I'll put a link right up here when it comes out, guys. This video is going to come out before the Vendetta video, but when that comes out, there'll be a link right up there where you can check that out. That's a 30-ton blank. This is a 24-ton blank, so it's just not as strong, but still pretty lightweight and balanced. It does have the ergonomic Abu design reel seat, which, as I said before, I really like. And then these guides are stainless steel with aluminum oxide inserts, right? So pretty common on budget rods, but I've never really had a problem with these. Eventually, sometimes the inserts will pop out and I'll have to replace the guides, but that is typically years and years later. I've got rods that are 25, 30 years old with very similar guides that, you know, the guides are still kicking just fine, so don't have to worry about that. And then another question, guys, I get all the time is, can I use these rods in saltwater? And the answer is yes, right? Saltwater rods and freshwater rods are very similar in their construction. A couple of things that I would say about saltwater rods is they're typically beefed up a little bit. So a medium saltwater rod is typically very similar in like line rating as a medium heavy in freshwater. So if you're going to do a lot of saltwater fishing and you want to use a freshwater rod, I'd recommend getting a medium heavy instead of a medium, but you can absolutely fish, you know, mediums in saltwater. And then the other thing about saltwater rods, especially higher end saltwater rods, now this isn't true about the budget rods. The budget saltwater rods are the same thing as the freshwater rods. They're the same guides, same blank, same everything. But for the higher end saltwater rods is the components they use are a little more salt tolerant. And the key there is a little, right? Salt is going to eat and corrode anything. It just does. It's awful. Saltwater is the bane of my existence because I love to saltwater fish, but I hate to maintain the stuff that goes in saltwater, right? But that's just probably true for everybody. So if you're going to use this rod or any freshwater gear in saltwater, you want to make sure that you wipe it down afterwards. I spray all my rods down with fresh water. I take a towel to them. I wipe off all the guides. I make sure that there's no salt left on the rod. Sometimes I'll blast it with like a cleanse oil or something like that just to make sure everything is properly lubricated. And then I rinse, grease, and oil my reels on a regular basis. Any reel that goes in saltwater, whether it's a freshwater reel or a saltwater reel, it doesn't matter to me. I maintain them all the same because a saltwater reel left unmaintained in saltwater is no better than a freshwater reel maintained in saltwater. There, I said it, right? I mean, there's probably going to be a whole lot of people who argue with me and go, oh, I've fished the same saltwater reel for 25 years and never rinsed it. Well, congratulations. That must be amazing, because I accidentally left a reel in a garage that went saltwater fishing and I forgot about it, and I came back a month later and it was locked up tighter than, yeah. So anyway, but the bottom line, guys, is if you're going to use your stuff in saltwater, you're going to want to maintain it. So guys, I'm Kevin with Kemp Outside, your inside source for all things outside. We exist to help moms and dads take their kids camping, hiking, fishing, learn about nature, and develop a conservation ethic. We want to help you get you and your kids outside. You know, when I adopted my boys out of foster care, all of a sudden they wanted everything that dad had, right? They were 10 and 6, and all of a sudden, like, they wanted their own fishing rods. They wanted their own tackle boxes. They wanted everything. So I get it. I know what it's like to be a dad who wants to take their kids fishing and gearing up, guys. And so even if you are fishing with some more high performance gear, that's probably not what you want to put in the hands of a 6-year-old, just saying. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit better than the $20 Walmart combo, but isn't going to break the bank, the Abu Garcia Vengence rod is a pretty good rod. I really like it, and I think that this is a rod that my youngest son, who's now 15, almost 16, probably 16 by the time this video comes out, I think this is a rod that he's going to want to use quite a bit, and now that he's older, I'm definitely going to let him. But guys, this is a fantastic rod. So, if you enjoy this kind of content, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that little bell that notifies you when we release new videos. It certainly helps the algorithm, helps people find my channel. Like I said, we exist to help moms and dads take their kids camping, hiking, and fishing. And so if you have any questions about this rod, drop some in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Or you can connect with us at our other social media. We're on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and X. Or you can connect with us at our website at kempoutside.com. Guys, this is part of a series I'm doing on a whole bunch of Abu Garcia gear. I'm a big fan of Abu Garcia, but I am not sponsored by them or by anybody when it comes to fishing gear. So I did not get this rod sent to me for free. This is a rod I paid for with my own money. And all the Abu Garcia gear that you are going to see in this series was purchased by me, not sent to me for free. So just wanted to be upfront about that. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. We got a lot more coming, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.